Hey, what is up everybody? Dylan here from Iceberg TV. Today I've got two really exciting Disc Golf Deals USA Thought Space Athletics exclusives. We've got the Ethos Soft Praxis. We've got the Aura Soft Mantra. If you weren't aware, MVP and Axiom does produce discs for Thought Space Athletics. So we essentially have a Proton Soft Praxis and a Neutron Soft Mantra. I'm really excited to see how these fly today, so I want to get right into it. But before we do that, I should show you guys we've got a cool custom stamp. And also on Black Friday, all TSA discs are 20% off. So if you want to get one of these today, would be the best way to do it. Click the link in the description below, access my storefront, and get yourself that 20% discount. So we've got the cool new Sparrow Rider stamp on the Praxis and on the Mantra. Let's give these guys a throw. I believe the Praxis is like a 3301. Oh yeah, she's got a little bite to her. Probably a little straighter than I was expecting. We've got a ripping tailwind coming in, which I think will be good for this Mantra. Oh, that got a great flip up. I threw that really high and really bad and still got a nice little flip up out of it. Let's go throw them a few more times. The entire site is 10% off. But on Innova, Discraft, TSA, and Trilogy, there are some additional discounts. So if you want to save the most money on any disc golf discs, Black Friday deals today, some of them are today only. These are exclusive Disc Golf Deals USA drops. If you want to access any of that stuff, just click the link below, access my storefront, and you'll be able to secure all of those discounts for yourself. All right, let's hammer these a little less nose up. I love the way that MVP does their softer blends. Both of these are embossed with the weight, and it says S next to it. So the Praxis is a 172, the Mantra is a 175, and they're both in that soft blend. They're still stiff around the rim, but that soft plastic has that nice supple and premium feel in the hand. You feel like you can sink your fingers into it a bit, and in a really nice way, but then you don't feel like it's like a floppy disc. So you kind of get the best of both worlds when you're dealing with any MVP, Axiom, or Streamline soft plastic. Very, very high quality. All right, let's smoke this thing a little harder and flatter. So if you force it, it's gonna hold that line a bit longer than I expected, actually. Let's be a little more careful with the Mantra. We don't want to throw the Mantra in the water on the right there. Nice little hyzer flip. Oh yeah, what a beauty. That went so far. We got all the way to the parallel to the golf tee box up there. That's at least a 400-foot pole. Pretty steep hyzer flip. It's a pretty understable disc. That was a pretty sweet flight. All right, so we're gonna throw each of these two more times. We're gonna backhand the Praxis. I do wanna get one forehand in with the Mantra. Probably not a disc I would really choose to forehand on a regular basis just because it is so understable. But let's backhand the Praxis, and then we'll forehand the Mantra, and then we'll backhand them both back. And I'll kind of give you guys my final thoughts on this drop overall. Praxis. She goes, man. It's probably not quite as stable as like a P2, but it's like knocking on the door of like Sky God stability. It's pretty close. Probably not quite as stable as like a Sky God 4, but it's very, very close. All right, this is gonna require some pretty extreme hyzer action. Oh, okay. Oh, I hit that perfectly. Wow. That disc is going surprisingly far in each and every throw. I wanna rip that like full power hyzer flip backhand one more time, see if we can't push it a little bit farther like down this golf tee area. All right, last two throws of the day, two more backhands. Let's put this Praxis up in the air to the left and just do that huge turning line. Look at that flight. So it's gonna hold the angle, but it's not gonna turn and burn. And it definitely has that 0-1 flight characteristic that I'm looking for. I can kind of put it on whatever angle I want it to, and it's just going to hold it and then very, very slowly like fight its way out of it. All right, Mantra. Let's try and really rip this one. Let's just try a similar line on that, actually. Oh, I threw it a little bit too left. Not enough nose down. Man, that Mantra is actually a great disc, I feel like, for all players. It's not so flippy to where it's unthrowable for me. It's probably a little bit touchier than most discs I throw. With that being said, you just saw I put way too much hyzer on that, didn't get it to flip all the way up, which just shows that's probably one of the more stable runs of Mantra out there. So overall, I really enjoyed both discs from today. I actually might like that Praxis a bit more than the Mantra, which is something that really surprised me when throwing it for today's video. I love that I could just put that Praxis up nice and high. It's not going to deviate off the angle I put it on. It's just going to hold the angle and then have a slight push at the end, which, as you saw in that last throw, I can really power up on that disc, get basically a dead straight flight without having that uncertainty that comes with something understable when thrown on a hyzer flip. So as far as the Mantra is concerned, I think it's a really great beginner disc. It's not so understable to where you're going to develop habits of elbow dipping, dropping your shoulder just to put enough hyzer on it to get it to fly properly. It's that perfect stability where you can punch it hard and flat and you get a nice big turn out of it, especially with slower arm speeds. Or if you're someone who plays a lot of wooded courses and you need a disc for those long range hyzer flip shots, that Mantra goes super far. I'm actually really surprised with how far it was actually going today. It's a really fun disc that I look forward to throwing more in the future. But we got a custom stamp on those, 2 special runs just for Disc Golf Deals USA. They dropped today at 5 p.m. Eastern time. Go pick one up, 20% off today. Happy Black Friday. Stay humble, live with gratitude. I will see you guys in the next video, and take care.